cook dinner with me tonight. As a mom of 3, family of 5, trying to cook whole food, plant-based for myself, low calorie density, but also cook a dinner that my family will be happy with and enough different things that everyone will get what they want. Let's see how it goes. This is what I'm planning for tonight. Quinoa, mushrooms, corn on the cob. We got a pork chop. We got some okra. We were gonna grill, but it's very snowy out now. This is what I'm planning for dinner. Let's get to it. I've got my oven preheating, and I'm just going to wrap this corn in foil. I got this big Costco tray of corn on the cob. So this is good because we all like corn on the cob. This is whole food plant-based. It counts as a starch. So this is how I am navigating dinner with different nutritional needs, different tastes. I am doing whole food plant-based, starch-focused. So half my plate is starch. I guess that's starch solution. And my family is not. So I have a pork chop that they will have in addition to all of this. I need more foil. Okay, I've got the corn on the cob in the oven. It's still preheating, but I think that's fine because this is gonna take a while for the corn. For the mushrooms, I rinse them. And I'm just going to quarter them, and then I will toss them with some seasoning. I'm just gonna throw them in here, and then I can toss them with seasoning and shake it up, and then I will put them in the oven too. Mushrooms are, 3 out of the 5 of us. Well, my husband and I love mushrooms, and then my 5-year-old sometimes. This is one of those meals where we're mostly eating the same things. I think we're all pretty much eating the same things. But I have a lot of different pieces to this meal so that, the kids who cannot eat mushrooms, no matter how many times they've tried them, and that's fine, have other options. And everybody else can have pork chop, and I will skip that piece. But for the most part, we're all kind of eating the same thing. And some meals are like that, and some meals are like, we're kind of eating different things. It's all trial and error with trying to figure out, how do I eat whole food plant-based? Not everybody is going to want whole food plant-based in my family. Some meals, yes, I can totally do that, but I can't do it all of the time. It's just, and I don't want to restrict everybody the way that I'm kind of restricting what I'm eating. And then more importantly, I am lowering my calories. I'm trying to work on my calorie density, high volume foods, low calorie density, and my family does not need to restrict their calories. You don't want to restrict kids' calories. So sometimes it looks different, and sometimes we're eating the same kind of things. And I'm just trying to navigate. I'm trying to figure out how to navigate that. How do I cook for everybody and have everybody's needs met? This was a big, this big container of mushrooms from Costco. I love this because we can cook them all up, and I will happily eat these mushrooms for days. For the mushrooms, salt, pepper, garlic, paprika. I put some shiitake mushroom powder in there, onion powder, and then I put rosemary and thyme and sage, because Spices, I love spices. Spices are everything, right? I'm alright. That's so dumb. Alright, I'm right. I'm alright, I'm right, I'm right. And then I'm going to pour them in this casserole dish. Pour this in this casserole dish, and I'm going to put some water in there, and I'm going to stick it in the oven. This is something different that I have done to tweak how I'm eating for weight loss. I put water in here. Normally I would have tossed it with oil. And that's healthy oils, avocado oil, olive oil, all really good healthy oils. And when I was doing paleo, I was doing like ghee and all that too. But I never really understood why people who were vegan or who were doing whole food plant-based were cutting the healthy oils out. And it's just because oils are such a high calorie dense food, whereas like vegetables are super low calorie. Cutting the oils out and cooking with water, it's like there's a learning curve with that because water burns off so quickly. But cutting calories from cutting out the oil, or at least reducing it as much as I can, that's going to make a difference. I think that seems to be something that makes sense to do. So I'm trying to do that. And then if I'm cooking something that's for everybody, I will leave the oils out, and then the rest of the family can add back their fats to the dish or whatever. Like, I will make a batch of popcorn in the air popper, and I'll do maybe like a spritz of oil, or I'll use like a vinegar spray or something and keep the oil really low. And then if they want to like melt butter and put butter on it, then separating the food out that way, just learning how to do like these little tweaks and make food for everybody. And it's a learning curve. It's a journey. I was looking everywhere for my phone so I could look up how long to cook quinoa in Instant Pot, because I can never remember. And it's right here. It's right here. 1 cup quinoa, 1.5 cups of water in the Instant Pot, 1 minute. That's what I saw online. Got the okra and the pork chops going on the stove. So we have those. I have those 2 packages of frozen okra, and these are some really thick pork chops. So I will be covering both of these and let them cook some. And again, in the past, I would have cooked the okra with oil, but there's water in there now, and I'll just need to watch it super close so that when it burns off, I can add a bit more water. Okay, we have the quinoa and water in the Instant Pot. I know you couldn't really see that, but I don't want to dump it out. So I'm going to add some veggie bouillon paste to this, like that. And also some minced garlic, the lazy way. And I will also add, oh, almost lost my spoon. I will also add some dehydrated minced onion, because that's nice and easy. I added some dehydrated minced onion, and now I'm just going to stir that around. This is very simple, but it will be just a nice little like starch side for us. And 1 minute in the Instant Pot on high pressure, and it should be good. I removed the lid from the okra. Somebody said, I removed the lid from the okra so that the water can boil off and be fully cooked, so it just needs to cook off and kind of brown a little bit. I flipped the pork chops. I got the corn and the mushrooms in the oven. All you can see is my belly as I cook. Okay, so I decided to pull out some okra for myself and set it aside, and then I added oil to the pan because this is something that my kids mostly like with okra, and like the oil makes it really good. This is good. And I'm not gonna push it with okra. Like, I'm not gonna ask them. I can make that sacrifice where like I don't have to have the oil in my okra, and I could still eat this. I prefer to eat this, but I will eat this to save calories. I'm not gonna make them eat it that way. There it is. Okra for everybody else, okra for me, mushrooms, corn, pork chops for the family, quinoa. Done. And there's my plate. Whole food, plant-based, starch-focused. This is how I'm plating my food these days. Starch on one side, non-starchy veggies on the other side. Very colorful, very filling. There's my dinner. There's my plate.